What is good, everybody? Man, it's your boy Jay in the building. We is back again with another video. Grand fam, how y'all feel about this, man? We have Myles Crawley heading to Grambling State. Now, first off, I don't know what's going on at Alabama State. First, you have Jeremiah Hickson. Now you have Myles Crawley. Like, I don't know what's going on at Alabama State right now, but yeah, it's looking kind of bad over there. But we have Myles Crawley going to Grambling State. And I think this is a very interesting pickup. I can't say that Myles Crawley is a world beater, but I do believe, me personally, I think that I think he might be the best quarterback in the quarterback room. It's hard to say right now. It is hard to say because, even though he has done some good things for Alabama State, he only had 4 starts in the 19 games that he's played for Alabama State. He threw the ball he had over 1,200 yards with 9 touchdowns and 6 interceptions in the 19 games he's played. So, me personally, it's not enough for me to say whether or not he will be the starter going into next season. And it's way too early to tell. Way too early. But I do believe that there are they do have nice pieces around these quarterbacks. Like, they have some real good receivers. And I think it's really going to take some veteran leadership at the quarterback spot for this offense to gel, because I know that, look, Coach Hugh Jackson wants to be a passing team. Like, he really wants to get the passing game going. Even though Grambling State had a lot of success running the ball, he wants to be a passing team. Now, with Calvares and Hawkins, and I said this before this season started. I said that, look, they have all the pieces on offense that they need to be successful. My only issue heading into this year was the quarterback spot. And I always thought that it was crazy because even after the spring game, they went and got 3 more quarterbacks, which let me know that the quarterbacks that were there, he did not feel no confidence in at all. So, with Hawkins starting the season, it let me know that Calvares didn't have full handle of the playbook. Because I do believe he wanted to start Calvares at the start of the year. He wanted to. He just didn't have complete control of the playbook yet, so he really couldn't just throw him out there. So now you played Calvares in the middle of the year, and even though he won you some games, it wasn't like he did a lot of heavy lifting, or he wasn't even the reason that you won a few of the games you did. I think you kind of won in spite of the quarterback, because there were a lot of times where there was a lot of suspect quarterback play happening. And a lot of times it was the running game with Maurice and and Chance Williams and Floyd Chalk. Look, even in the Bayou Classic, Floyd Chalk won MVP for Grambling State, and he only had 8 carries. And the running game was working in the Bayou Classic. When they got away from that, that's when the game got out of hand. So, I think this is a good pickup nonetheless for Grambling. I think you are definitely adding some leadership into that quarterback locker room, especially with Myles Crawley having 2 years of experience playing in the SWAC. He did do some good things for Alabama State. So I do believe that he would be a good addition. Not a world beater though. I am gonna say that. Now I do believe with some with some good pieces around the quarterbacks in the locker room, I do believe that Grambling State will be a better offensive team next year. But that's the only that was really the only concern that I have, even going into the year. And I was confident in picking Grambling State because I thought that the offense was gonna gel, and I thought that if the quarterback play was good, then this offense would be rolling. But the quarterback play, it never got rolling, which is why I believe they had the season that they had. And the question for me is, if Myles Crawley, played for this Grambling State team, would the record be any different? And me personally, I can't say that because, like I said, Myles Crawley hasn't played enough games for me to see whether or not he would be the quarterback for the job. But like I said, it's early. It is early, but I can't wait to see it. But shout out to Grambling State, man, for this pickup, man. I think this is going to be a very interesting season for Grambling in their offseason, especially with, Coach Hugh Jackson having a full year under his belt. Now, the quarterbacks that are on the roster, they are now going to have a full year with the receivers that are already there and a full year with the playbook in hand. So, I am going to be interested to see what happens. But welcome to the Grand Fan for real, Shawty.